channel. Today I want to start watching Supernatural. Ignore my hair. Because I've always wanted to start it, but I've been really intimidated with the amount of seasons that it has. The only reason I started watching Doctor Who is because of David Tennant and because of Peter Capaldi later on. But I did go back and watch the first season with Christopher Eccleston. He's great. I really like the dynamic between him and Rose. And so I decided, well, I watched Supernatural. I've watched Doctor Who until the Matt Smith era of Doctor Who. And I watched Sherlock, which was...
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
I've watched Sherlock, basically. So I'm like, well, I need to watch the final one, like, of the trio, which was Doctor Who, Sherlock, and Supernatural. The only one I have never watched is Supernatural, but now my favorite cosplayer that cosplays for Merlin, which I'll leave their link down below, has started cosplaying Supernatural, and now I'm intrigued. So, yeah. Let's see what it's all about. Okay, so already they're too happy. They're something bad is gonna happen. I can sense it. We're 44 seconds in. And they're like, oh, good night. Nah, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Something terrible is gonna happen. You swore you were done hunting. We got 15 seasons, baby. You weren't done doing anything for a long time. They are so much younger than I thought they would be. I think it's because I've seen a few interviews with these guys and they are so much older there. But oh my god, you are so young here. Also, casual battle to the death with your sibling. It's mandatory. That's how it works. I have definitely seen that shot before, the shot with the car. That scene was epic, by the way. I did not know it was from Supernatural. I have it saved in one of my Pinterest boards. I did not know that was from Supernatural. I must have so many Supernatural pins now that come from that show. For example, that journal that they have, that's definitely on Pinterest. I've seen it recommended to me. My friend has a car and he named it Christine based on the Killing Car from Stephen King. I don't know how the show or the movie is called, but there's a car named Christine that kills people, and he named it after that. And that scene also reminded me of that car. So, yeah. Hello. It is now another day. But I did finish watching Supernatural the same day. I just didn't record the final thoughts because there was no light outside, so it looked horrible. My final thoughts on Supernatural is that I like it. It is my kind of show. I'm very, very intrigued about how the first season will go. I feel like because of the amount of seasons, like I feel like the first season is gonna be the most coherent, and then maybe we'll get like a mystery at the end. However, I definitely think that Sam should have stayed and taken the interview to be a lawyer. I feel like that would be very, very beneficial, especially for the stuff that they do. You know, if you're gonna be pretending to be policeman, you might as well be a real lawyer. There's a missed opportunity there, but I also understand that if they're constantly going to be at death's door, which seems very likely in this case, in this show, and if they're going to constantly be, you know, on the road hunting for monsters. I understand studying another, like a career while doing all of that is going to be intense. But I definitely feel like that was a mistake on his part. Like, I feel like he should have continued to do the lawyer stuff, because like, where are you gonna get the money to stay in motels and stuff? Where are you gonna get the money for anything that you're doing? Like, is someone paying you to capture these monsters? For what I gathered, it wasn't like a monetary thing. Like, they weren't gaining any money for it. They just got trauma. That's all they're getting for the entirety of the show. All they're gonna get is trauma, no money from it, just tears, blood, sweat, and trauma. But that is it. That is all they're getting. So yeah, I definitely feel like he should have stayed to become a lawyer. Dean is interesting. I would like to know why he still has cassettes, because to be honest, I didn't know when this was filmed, so I'm like, well, maybe the fact that they have cassettes, it's normal because it's set in the 80s or something. No, it's set in 2005. Even Sam points it out that, that Dean still has cassettes, so I'm still not very sure how to feel about Dean. I feel like we're supposed to be rooting for Sam, like he's more the main character. I also understand, going back to the lawyer thing, that he was very upset. Like, he just witnessed his girlfriend die quite brutally, actually, and be set on fire by something. And the same thing that killed his girlfriend killed his mom at the beginning. I understand that he isn't thinking very rationally right now, but still. Dean is also really annoying in the fact that he doesn't feel like I can tell he cares. I can tell there's history between these two. They're brothers. But there's definitely a reason why Sam stopped monster hunting, or whatever they call it. And there's a reason why Dean continued. And I want to know the reason why Dean continued. I understand Sam's reason for wanting to stop and for wanting to get away from that life, because it's dangerous. You could die. There's things in the dark that you don't want to see. There's a lot of things that come with the job that you wouldn't want. Like, once you grow up and grow out of it, you realize, oh my god, why am I doing this? And I could have a girlfriend, I could have a job. So I understand his side. I just want to know why Dean stayed. But I'm very intrigued by these two, and I very, very much like the vibe. I like the fact that they stay in motels. I like the car. There's always a car. Like, my last obsession, as if it's ended. No, my current obsession is Good Omens, and Crowley has a Bentley, and I feel like type of car really reflects the character. I don't know if that's going to be an issue, but yeah, that poor car has already been through so much in this first episode. But I'm intrigued. And I'm also very intrigued about the father, because it all seemed like a very loving family until the mother died. Obviously, the mother had to die. You know what? You know what was weird? I thought that people shipped Sam and Dean, but no, they don't. It's not the ship between Sam and Dean. And I'm like, why is this so popular if they're brothers? No. The ship is called Destiel, then I remembered. And so there must be another character later on that people ship with Dean that, form the Destiel. So my question is, will that become canon? Because I feel like that was a very popular ship that people shipped, but I don't know when he appears or who he is. He isn't mentioned in the first episode. I'm here for it, and my predictions for season 1 is by the middle, I feel like we're gonna know who the dad is. Well, we know who the dad is, but like, they're gonna meet up and they're gonna find him, is my predictions, by the middle of the season. And then by the end of the season, either something will happen to the dad in between the middle of the season and the end of the season, for shock value or for the plot, because I feel like this season 1, is going to be the one with most risks.